Be fruitful and multiply. These are the words which God told Adam in the book of Genesis, just after creation. So it's important for you to understand the difference between being fruitful and multiplication. Fruitfulness is where you're productive, where you have results, there's income, there's growth. And then multiplication is a result of being fruitful. Multiplication is where you are expanding. Because there's no room for the growth which you're producing, so you need to expand. This is what we call multiplication. Now, we have a problem today. People tend to multiply before they are fruitful. Now, this leads to failure, frustrations, and even regrets. For you to multiply, you have to be fruitful. Be fruitful and then multiply. Don't try to buy an asset if you can't afford it. You must have the money. You must make sure you have it before you get it. You get my point? Now, this is where we Christians fail. We take everything by faith. You say you want to multiply by faith. Multiplication is not by faith. You need to be fruitful for you to multiply. If you're a pastor, don't start branches where your main church is struggling. You are a business person. Your main business, where you are, the headquarters, you are struggling, and then you want to open other branches. It will never work. You first need to be fruitful where you are, and then you multiply. Because if you are not fruitful, if you are struggling, you are going to multiply struggle. If you are frustrated wherever you are, you are going to multiply frustration if you want to multiply. This is why it's important that you need to be fruitful first before you multiply. You need to get whatever you need for you to go to the next level. This is why God told Adam, be fruitful and then multiply. Don't try to multiply before you are fruitful. It will lead to frustration. This is why you see many companies or many businesses which they rushed to open branches, they eventually shut down. Why? Because they were never fruitful in the first place. Even if you are fruitful, be fruitful to a degree where it needs the multiplication. Don't go ahead of yourself. Don't go ahead of yourself spiritually. Don't go ahead of yourself financially. Don't go ahead of yourself in any way of life. You first have to make sure you got what it takes to reach the next level. If you don't have what it takes, the next level will frustrate you. The multiplication will kill you. It will overwhelm you because you wouldn't have what it takes to maintain the multiplication. This is why God told Adam first, be fruitful and then multiply. Don't produce 10 as a couple. Don't produce 10 kids whereby your income can only maintain 2 kids. That's not wisdom. Even if you may call it faith, that's not faith. That is stupidity. You cannot afford, for instance, the money that you have, you can't afford, let's say, like 3-bedroom house. The money that you have, you can afford a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom. But to go ahead and get a 3-bedroom house and then down the line you are evicted, it brings shame. Why? This is because you try to go ahead of yourself. You are trying to multiply without being fruitful. Make sure you are fruitful before you tend to multiply. Multiplication comes naturally when you are fruitful. When you are fruitful, it is easy to multiply. When you are fruitful, you find that doors of multiplication begin to open by themselves. Because when you are fruitful, you reach to a place whereby what you have or where you are cannot contain the results you are producing. So then that's when you begin to multiply. You begin to multiply so that what you have can flow to other areas. So guys, it's very important. You have to be fruitful before you multiply. Never multiply before you are fruitful. Don't buy that car if you can't afford the fuel. It will lead to shame. Don't buy that house if you can't afford the mortgage. Don't rent that house if you can't afford the rent. It will lead to shame. You have to make sure you are fruitful and then you multiply. Don't go ahead of yourself. This is why God told Adam, be fruitful first, and then second, multiply. You need to be fruitful, you need to be productive for you to multiply. It's me, Cleophas Wanyama, Cleo Rhythm. Thanks for watching. Always share my videos. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And see you in the next videos. Cheers.